So this is something that's been weighing on my mind for a while now, and I've come to a point where I don't know what to do anymore. I have been married to my wife Lena for 5 years. Our relationship has always had its ups and downs, like any marriage, but I thought we had a pretty solid connection. Recently, though, something's shifted and I feel like I'm drowning under the weight of her expectations. I'm hoping Reddit can help me figure out what I'm missing here because, honestly, I don't know if I can keep going like this. It all started with last Valentine's Day. I've always been the type of guy to be thoughtful and creative when it comes to gift giving. I'm not rich by any means, but I work as a software developer, so I have a stable job. I'm comfortable, but not rolling in cash rich. For our first few years of marriage, I'd always done something simple but meaningful. For Valentine's Day, flowers, a homemade dinner, a personalized gift, something heartfelt. Last year I thought I did a decent job. I cooked her favorite meal, bought her a nice bouquet and got her a cute bracelet I thought she'd love. She seemed happy at first, and we spent the evening cuddling and watching a movie together. But something about that night didn't sit right with me. It was like there was this unspoken tension in the air. After Valentine's Day, Lena started mentioning how her friends had received much bigger gifts. She would casually mention how her friend Sophie's husband had gotten her a 10k watch, or how another friend of hers received a 25k diamond necklace for her birthday. I didn't think much of it at first, just casual conversation, right? But the more she mentioned it, the more I started to feel this pressure building up. The way she talked about it, like it was normal, like it was expected, made me realize that this was more than just a passing comment. Lena wanted that kind of attention, that kind of extravagant gift. She wanted to be spoiled. And if I couldn't afford to spoil her in that way, then she started to make me feel like I wasn't doing enough. I didn't think she was being serious at first. I figured maybe she was just venting, or perhaps even hinting for something special, but I didn't take it as a demand. That was my mistake. A few weeks after Valentine's Day, Lena started dropping more hints. Sophie's husband went all out for her birthday, she said one day. I mean, it's not even about the money. It's about how much effort they put into making her feel special. A 25k necklace, that's the kind of thing that shows you really love someone. The first time she said it, I laughed it off. That's insane, Lena. Who has that kind of money to spend on a gift? But deep down, I knew she was serious. She wasn't joking. She wasn't exaggerating. She was looking at me, waiting for my response, like she expected me to agree, but I couldn't agree. I couldn't afford that kind of luxury, not with my savings, not with our bills piling up, not with the future I was trying to build. I told her I couldn't do it, that it wasn't feasible for us. Her response? Well, then I guess you don't really love me, do you? That hit me hard. My heart dropped right into my stomach. For a second, I thought maybe I misheard her, but no, she said it again. If you really loved me, you'd do whatever it takes, you'd find a way. I deserve to be treated like the other women who get treated right, I tried to explain. Lena, love isn't about spending money. It's about being thoughtful, about making each other feel valued. A gift doesn't have to cost 25k to show you care. That's not realistic for us. But she wasn't listening. Her eyes narrowed and she gave me that look, the one that said she was disappointed, that I was failing her. If you really cared, you'd show it, she repeated, her voice cold. I want to feel special. I want something grand, something that shows I'm worth it. If you can't do that, then maybe we need to rethink things. I was dumbfounded. What was I supposed to say to that? Was it really about a price tag? Was love suddenly defined by material wealth? The more she pressed me, the more I realized I was in a losing battle. No matter what I said, it was never going to be enough. For the next few days, the atmosphere in our house became unbearable. She avoided me and I found myself walking on eggshells. Every time I tried to make things better, she would bring up Sophie or some other friend who got these extravagant gifts, and I couldn't escape the comparisons. Felt like I was trapped. If I tried to talk about it, I was accused of being selfish. If I didn't agree, I was accused of not loving her enough. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore, and I reached out to my best friend, Zach. I needed someone to talk to. I told him everything, how Lena was demanding this insane 25k gift. how she was making me feel like a failure. Zach's reaction was immediate. Dude, that's ridiculous. No one should make you feel like you're not enough just because you can't afford to buy them some insane gift. I get that she wants to feel special, but love isn't about money. If she's going to put that kind of price tag on your love, then maybe it's time to reassess things. But the thing was, Zach didn't get it. Lena wasn't just talking about a gift, she was talking about love. She was talking about the effort I was putting into our marriage. She had somehow linked the value of my love to my ability to provide for her in a way I simply couldn't, and it killed me. Every time I tried to explain it, she would turn it around. I don't want to feel like I'm settling, she would say. If you really loved me, you would want to make sure I don't feel like I'm missing out. All I'm asking for is a gesture. So I tried. I searched for loans. I looked at credit cards. I considered even liquidating some of my meager savings just to make her happy. But no matter what I did, I came to the conclusion that this wasn't sustainable. There was no way I could keep up with this demand, and yet, every time I would back out or tell her it wasn't going to happen, she'd make me feel like I was the problem, like I wasn't trying hard enough. One night, after a particularly long argument, I found myself lying awake staring at the ceiling. I thought back to the early days of our relationship, to the way we used to laugh together and share our dreams. I didn't get why this was happening, why the woman I married had become someone who needed to be showered with diamonds to feel loved. It wasn't what I signed up for. I decided it was time to have the talk. No more avoiding the issue. I needed to tell Lena how I was feeling. The conversation was brutal. Lena, I started, I need to tell you something. I can't keep going like this. I've tried everything to make you happy, but I can't keep chasing these unrealistic expectations. I can't afford what you're asking for, and I'm not going to put us in debt just to buy a gift. I need you to understand that love isn't about money. It's about what we have together, the connection we share. She looked at me, eyes full of frustration. You're not listening, she said. If you really love me, you'd show me in the way I need. I'm not asking for much, just something that shows you care. I am showing you I care, I nearly shouted, feeling the pressure well up. But this isn't about love anymore. It's about control. It's about putting a price tag on everything we have. I could tell she was hurt, but I was hurting too. This wasn't what I envisioned for us. I thought love was about growing together, not about keeping up with other people's expectations. Her eyes softened, but she didn't back down. I guess I just wanted more. Maybe I've been asking for the wrong things. Maybe I wanted to feel important. We sat there in silence for what felt like an eternity, and in that silence I realized we were facing something bigger than a gift. We were facing a fundamental difference in how we saw love and relationships. In the end, I didn't have the answers. I still don't. But I do know that I can't keep living in a relationship where love is measured by how much money I can spend. Reddit, I don't know if I'm overreacting or if this is a deal breaker. I love my wife, but I can't be made to feel like I'm not enough. Do I give in to her demands and risk my own financial future? Or do I walk away and try to find a relationship that's built on love, not on price tags? Thank you for listening to my story. If you've faced a similar situation, I'd love to hear your thoughts. How did you handle it? Leave a comment below, like and subscribe for more stories like this one. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss an update.